listening to the Daily Yogi podcast. Every weekday, I'll share timeless yogi wisdom in bite-sized relatable lessons you can apply immediately to help you expand your perspective on life. To my family, Christmas Day is more than gifts and feasts. It's a celebration of a profound event, the birth of Jesus. His birth is literally embedded in the very name of the holiday. This is the core reason why Christians and Catholics hold this holiday dear. The conventional narrative tells of the angelic visitation to Mary proclaiming the conception of Jesus through the Holy Ghost, found in Luke 1:26-33. But why does Orthodox religious teaching emphasize the story of the virgin birth? How can a woman give birth without the intervention of a human father? And what does Jesus have to do with the yogi philosophy, you might ask? He is considered a yogi master, an advanced soul in the flesh, one of the most advanced souls in fact. So highly advanced in the science that he obtained such a wonderful degree of power and control over himself and the forces of nature that he was as a god compared to ordinary humans. Someone who came to guide humankind away from its materialistic way of life. How can someone aspire to be like Jesus if they know he was born from unnatural causes? That belief only puts a barrier between Jesus and the race, making him something that cannot properly be called human. It is, in fact, an obstacle to spiritual religion and a real living faith in Jesus. To the yogis, any theory or doctrine that made the absolute or God overshadow a woman's body and cause her to physically conceive a child is crude, barbaric, unnecessary, and in defiance of natural laws. And this crude story of Jesus' birth has been a cornerstone in Christianity for centuries. I heard it over and over again while growing up in my Catholic circle. My parents, who are very reasonable people, believe it without questioning anything. But why do intelligent people insist on believing this? Does the virgin birth really make or break true Christian faith? Does a natural birth take anything away from the greatness of Jesus or the value of his teachings? In the words of Reverend Dr. Campbell in his New Theology, but why hesitate about the question? The greatness of Jesus and the value of his revelation to mankind are in no way either assisted or diminished by the manner of his entry into the world. A little research into early Christianity reveals that this legend is far from original or even believed by the early Christian authorities. In the New Testament, Jesus is repeatedly and freely mentioned as the son of Joseph. Moreover, Paul and other apostles are silent regarding any necessity for his virgin birth. Why would they omit such an important detail if they actually believed something like that happened? They were careful men, after all. Many ancient cultures, predating Christianity, share stories of divine conceptions. The virgin birth is not a unique narrative, but one borrowed from pagan legends. It was introduced into Christian doctrine long after the death of Jesus. Even the Hebrew word Alma, used in the original Hebrew text of Isaiah, doesn't mean virgin, but rather a young woman of marriageable age, a maiden. Mary was a maiden. And so, Jesus was born naturally, like any human. He was one of the most advanced souls to walk the earth, but a human in the flesh nevertheless. Isn't a human baby held close by its mother and father a beautiful and pure thing to witness? Someone of true spirituality sees in the father, mother, and child something pure and sacred. And remember, you are not your body. It is the temple for your spirit. The yogis do not regard the physical body of Jesus as Jesus himself. They know that the real Jesus is something much greater than his body, and they see no more necessity for a miraculous conception of his body than for a miraculous creation of his clothing. Embrace the idea of Jesus as a relatable figure, a human being who faced the challenges of existence just like us. Rather than distancing him from humankind, let's see him as someone we can aspire to be like and focus on the timeless message he came to remind us. Kindness, hope, compassion, understanding, tolerance, and love. Let this perspective deepen your understanding of the Christmas narrative and inspire you to embody these virtues in your own life. Thank you for listening. If you found value in today's episode, rate the show or share with a friend. And remember, take this reflection into the silence, and I'll see you next time.